Have you ever stood in your kitchen, holding a heavy bag of groceries, wondering if you should call your son for help, but stopping short because you didn't want to bother him? Or maybe, like Sarah, who's 75 and still runs a small hardware store, you whisper a quiet thank you every morning for the good health that lets you live alone and do things your way. This video is for you. It's for every senior who's caught in the quiet tug-of-war between independence and connection. Who's wondering, how do I keep living fully, without leaning too heavily on the ones I love? Because let's face it, getting older isn't just about gray hair or slower mornings. It's about shifting roles. It's about no longer being the caretaker, but not quite wanting to be the one cared for either. And that's where the 6 pillars come in. These pillars aren't just advice. They're a mindset, a lifestyle, a declaration that says, I still have choices. I still have power. And I want to live the rest of my life on my own terms. So let's begin, starting with the first and most basic pillar. Pillar 1, your body, the foundation of freedom. Mike is 81. He lives in the countryside. 10 years ago, he planted mango trees. Today, they're full of fruit. I cook and clean for myself, he says. I eat clean. Life is simple but deeply fulfilling. There's no magic in that mango tree, just movement, intention, and consistency. Because here's the truth, your body is your first home. And it doesn't have to look or feel like it did in your 40s to still serve you with strength. Whether it's walking to the mailbox, doing light stretches by the window, or planting something in the yard, movement isn't just exercise. It's proof that you're still living. Inactivity doesn't just affect your muscles. It clouds your mood. It slows your thoughts. It dulls your appetite for life. But just 10 minutes of movement a day? That reignites the spark. That tells your body, and your mind, I've still got this. You don't need to run marathons. Just stay in motion. Let your body remind you that life is still flowing. Pillar 2, your money mindset. Power in the palm of your hand. Money is a tool, not a scoreboard, not a trophy. And yet too many seniors feel guilt around spending, even on themselves. They save for emergencies. They avoid asking for what's theirs. Some even stay quiet when they're overcharged, because speaking up feels impolite. But here's the truth, financial control equals freedom. Not the amount in your account, but the feeling that you are in charge. Nina once said something that hit hard. When no one checks in on you, it affects your spirit. But money that's wisely managed, even modestly, can give you back that spirit, that dignity. Learn one small thing about your finances each month. Ask a trusted professional, not just your nephew or daughter, to help you organize your accounts in a way that makes you feel confident. Use tools that automate, protect, and simplify. Whether it's getting the senior discount, asking for a refund, or budgeting for a daily cappuccino, it's not about greed. It's about agency. Your finances should serve your life, not the other way around. Pillar 3, your inner compass, trusting the wisdom within. Anna, now close to 70, says she's built most of the 6 life pillars, except one, close relationships. I moved to be near my son, she shares, but it didn't work out. So she travels, meets people, embraces the moment. What gave her that courage? Her inner compass. As we get older, people often assume they know what's best for us. You shouldn't live alone. You need help. You're being stubborn. But no one knows your journey better than you. Your instincts, sharpened by decades of experience, are one of your greatest assets. That quiet voice that says, this doesn't feel right. Or, I know what I need. It deserves to be heard. Every time you say, no, thank you, or, actually, I prefer it this way, you're not being difficult. You're honoring your own truth. Let that be your compass. Let that wisdom lead the way. These first 3 pillars, your body, your money mindset, and your inner compass lay a rock-solid foundation for living strong, independent, and joyful beyond 60. And the best part? You don't need anyone's permission to start. You just need to believe what we already see in you: a resilient spirit, a sharp mind, a body that's still ready to move. In the next part of this series, we'll go deeper into purpose, connection, and boundaries, the emotional anchors that help your independence not feel lonely, but freeing. But for now, take a moment. Look around. Feel your feet on the ground. You're already more powerful than you think. Now that we've explored the first 3 pillars, your body, your money mindset, and your inner compass, let's move into the deeper territory. The kind of strength that doesn't always show on the outside, but quietly shapes everything about how you experience life after 60. Because truthfully, independence isn't just physical. It's emotional. It's spiritual. It's the difference between merely surviving each day and waking up with a reason to smile. Pillar 4: Purpose, the fuel that keeps you lit from within. Let's start with purpose. And no, purpose doesn't mean having a full calendar or working a 9 to 5. It means having a reason to show up each day. A reason that feels like you. James 84 said it beautifully. I'm living proof that staying curious keeps you young. I just can't sit around like my friends. There's too much life to explore. That curiosity? That spark? That's purpose. Maybe it's planting flowers. Maybe it's volunteering at the library. Maybe it's learning how to use video calls so you can see your grandkids' faces. Purpose doesn't have to impress anyone. It just needs to light something inside you. It's the quiet joy of feeling useful, seen, and connected to something. And when you have even one small reason to get out of bed each morning, you need far less from other people to feel full. You create your own joy, your own meaning, your own motivation. Pillar 5: Social connection, building a circle that lifts, not drains. Let's talk about something no one likes to admit: loneliness. Nina, who lives alone, put it simply: when no one checks in, it affects your spirit. She's right. And science backs it up. Chronic loneliness is as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It damages your heart, your immune system, your memory. But here's the hope: loneliness is preventable. And your greatest defense is a social circle that goes beyond family. We often fall into the trap of depending on children, siblings, or spouses for emotional connection. And while family can be wonderful, they're not always available or emotionally equipped to give you what you need. That's why friends, neighbors, book club members, or even new acquaintances online matter so much. They remind you that you're still you, not just mom or grandma or Uncle Joe. Think about it. Who in your life makes you laugh? Who really gets you? Who makes you feel seen, not just needed? Samuel, 74, said something powerful after decades on a spiritual path. These 6 pillars reinforce everything I've been working on. His support system? Built through shared values, not shared blood. So go have that coffee. Join that walking group. Call that friend you haven't spoken to in a year. These connections are more than company. They are life-saving medicine. Pillar 6: Boundaries, self-respect that strengthens, not separates. Now this last one? It might be the hardest, and the most transformative. Boundaries. Too often we accept help we don't want, just to keep the peace. We let others decide what's best for us, not because we agree, but because we're tired of being called stubborn. But let's reframe that. Stubbornness isn't a flaw. It's often just unspoken self-respect. Laura, reflecting on her life alone, said, "Resilience is my superpower. I've made peace with the solitude. That peace? It comes from owning her space, her decisions, her boundaries. Boundaries aren't about building walls. They're about teaching others how you want to be treated, with kindness, dignity, and choice. It can be as simple as saying, 'I appreciate your help, but I've got this.' choosing when and how people visit your home, managing your own finances, even if someone offers to take over. Each small no, where you once said yes, builds your confidence like bricks in a foundation. And here's the surprising result. When you stop letting people steamroll your choices, your relationships improve. You don't carry quiet resentment. Your family feels less pressure. Conversations become more open, more honest. Because you're no longer afraid to be who you are, and that invites others to do the same. So let's take a breath. Right now, you've built up 6 strong pillars. 1. A body that still shows up for you. 2. A mindset around money that empowers you. 3. An inner voice you can trust. 4. A purpose that lights you from within. 5. A circle of connection that supports you outside your family. 6. Boundaries that protect your peace. Each one is a choice. Not a demand. Not a requirement. Just a quiet, steady invitation to live on your terms. And if any part of you is thinking, I haven't built all of that yet, that's okay. You don't need to climb the whole mountain at once. You just need to take one sure step toward the life you want, not the life others expect. You're doing something important here. Let's finish strong. Take a moment. Breathe. Look back at everything we've covered. Your body, your money mindset, your intuition, your purpose, your friendships, your boundaries. These aren't just ideas. They're not trends. They're not just tips for aging well. They're your power tools, your roots, your wings. And now you have them. You've built a life not of dependence, but of deliberate strength. A life where you stand not in isolation, but in freedom. Let's be honest. No one teaches us how to age with dignity. They teach us how to plan for retirement, how to save, how to downsize. But no one tells you how to protect your spirit, how to keep your voice strong, how to feel whole when the people you raised no longer need you daily, and the person who always sat beside you is no longer there. This video? It's your permission slip. To step fully into the next chapter. Not as someone waiting on others, but as someone writing the story themselves. Like Samuel said, 2 decades ago, I began my spiritual journey. These 6 pillars reinforce everything I've been working on. He's not alone. James, Mike, Anna, Laura, every real voice you've heard throughout this message has lived it. Their words weren't scripted. They were earned. Through pain. Through joy. Through choices they made even when life didn't go to plan. And guess what? That strength? It's already inside you too. You don't have to do it all at once. Maybe you start by walking to the mailbox each day. Maybe you cancel that visit you don't feel up for, and don't apologize. Maybe you call someone outside your family this week and say, I miss you. Or maybe you just sit in silence, place your hand on your heart, and whisper, I'm still here. I still matter. Because you do. More than you know. Here's what I hope you take with you. You are not a burden. You are not behind. You are not less than because your world looks different now. You are a tree that has weathered every storm, and is still standing. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to say yes. You are allowed to choose yourself. And when you do that, something beautiful happens. Your children stop feeling obligated, and start feeling inspired. Your relationships stop feeling strained, and start feeling lighter. You stop waiting to be included, and start leading your life on your terms. Because when you stand tall, rooted in your 6 pillars, you don't push others away. You simply stop needing them to hold you up. And that creates space for the best kind of connection, one built on mutual respect, not quiet resentment. Let's talk. If any part of this message stirred something in you, maybe a memory, maybe a realization, I'd love to hear it. What pillar are you building right now? What part of your independence are you reclaiming? Leave a comment below and share your story. Because I promise you this, someone out there needs to hear it. And if you found value in this, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with a friend who's walking this road with you. Subscribe to the channel so we can keep growing, side by side. And most importantly, take one action today. Just one. For you. Whether it's a walk, a boundary, a reconnection, a quiet moment with your own thoughts. Whatever it is, begin. Final thought. You've spent most of your life giving, providing, nurturing, guiding, sacrificing. Now, this chapter, this one's for you. Not because you're selfish, because you're strong. Not because you're alone, because you're ready to walk in your power, even if no one's holding your hand. You don't need to be rescued. You just need to be reminded. You are the pillar, and your life, your joy, your purpose, your peace, is still being written. So go live it. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care of your body, trust your voice, and keep standing tall. You've earned it, every step of the way.